Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. And today we're going to talk about the recovery. The recovery has started to happen. Well, looks like a little bit of recovery. We'll be talking about that. But yeah, we talked about the stock market putting in so many bad days. It would only, if I didn't talk about such a good day, then it wouldn't be fair, would it? So we're going to talk about the stock market and a little bit of the recovery side that it's put in today, or if it is a recovery going forward. But yeah, I think what I've just seen is that the Nasdaq put its best day in for the last 4 months. Obviously, it's more of the tech that's recovered. I think the S&P was still up like 1%, but definitely the Nasdaq has had a strong day by being up over 3%. So yeah, a very strong recovery play. And what I'm going to say is that we don't know where the stock market's going. It'd be definitely interesting tomorrow to see, is this kind of like a dead cat bounce, or is this actually the bottom we put in? It's very hard. Like, anyone that tells you that can predict where stocks are going to go from here, they're not telling the truth. Like, we generally don't know if this is going to be the bottom or if we're going to set new lows. But this is the thing that I always say in the stock market: the tide can change so quickly in the stock market. One day you can think, oh, stocks are never going to go down. They've just gone up for the last 6 months, and then bang, you get hit. The stock market goes down, and it's like a shock to the system. And it's very much in the same kind of, how many people have been brave and gone and checked to their portfolio for the first time for so many weeks. That kind of, like, we've been on a bull run for the last kind of 9 months, or maybe even longer than now, even nearly a year. But we've been on such a good run, and then next thing you know, we have kind of 2-3 bad weeks where the stock market goes down, and it feels like it's been going down forever. And once again, so quick how it can change, and then we've got a stock market that's going back up again. And as I was saying, you've always got to take that into consideration. Like, the stock market can change direction so quickly and so fast, and you've always got to be prepared for the situation. Right, we're going on an uptrend. What happens when we go down from here? We're going on a downtrend. How can I benefit from that? And that's something that you've got to be, really big on. And if you were one of those people in the last kind of two weeks that had built a nice cash pile, that were being going up and kind of gone, okay, valuation's getting a little bit too rich, I'm sure you have benefited from that, well, right now, and bought some amazing companies at some prices, and you would have seen some decent recoveries today, and then stocks are probably up, or at least probably flat or something around them lines. So that's the thing, you've always got to think about, okay, where's the stock market going, and can I benefit from where the stock market's going to go next? And as long as you're averaging in, you're going to really benefit from that. And that's the thing, is like, people are always thinking about maybe timing the market, can I catch the bottom? But this is the thing, like today, if you were trying to time the market, and wait for the recovery, bang, if this is the bottom of the market, you miss the recovery. And that's how quick it can change. And you can't really time the market, and that's why it's always best to average in, because even if you're averaging in and you've managed to do some really good averaging, I'm sure right now that you've got some amazing averages, and you might even have some gains on that one. And that's the thing, the best thing you can do is have a cash pile, average in, and you'll see the rewards. I'm sure some of your stocks are doing quite well because of that. Now, don't get me wrong, we never know. This might not be the bottom, and it might go lower. But at the same time, I'm just pointing that out there, that that's the best way to do it, because then if this was the lows, you would have benefited from averaging in and this bounce that we would have had right now. So hopefully that was useful. But let's get back onto the stocks for today. If you haven't already, smash the like button. 300 likes is the target, and if you are new, subscribe. But we'll just talk about the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is currently up. Finished about 3.6% upwards, which was really good. It'll be very interesting to see how the Nasdaq goes tomorrow. If this is kind of just a dead cat bounce, is it going to go lower? I mean, normally what we've seen with the Nasdaq is that it does go higher and then it pulls back, whereas this went stronger as the day went on. But yeah, it'll be definitely interesting tomorrow to see, do we carry on going up, which would suggest that it's more of a bottom, or do we have a reversal and then we're kind of like, oh, okay, this might be a bit of a dead cat bounce, so we'll see from there. Definitely though, one of the standout stocks of the day was Tesla, and Tesla was up nearly 20% on the day, 19% up. So this is one of those that if you were averaging quite nicely, I'm sure you would have got an average low 600s, and that's what I mean, like, bang, we have a 20% day where it recovers, and you get the benefits of averaging in right there. The thing is with Tesla though, Tesla's always, and there's a few companies like this, Square is another one, I was going to talk about Square, but Square and Tesla are the companies that if the Nasdaq goes down, these companies go down absolutely huge. When the indexes go up, these stocks will go up even more than what they're doing. And it's a prime example today. The Nasdaq was up 3.6%. Tesla was there going up 19%, and that's what's going to happen. But a very strong day from Tesla's point of view. So yeah, if you were averaging that one, you've probably done okay with that little bounce. But like I say, hey, you know, it might not be the bottom, but it just shows you how quick those bottoms can go and why you don't time the market. Another one that we talked about a little bit earlier in the day was Skills. Now, in the video earlier, I actually didn't realise there had been a short report out. It did put a little bit of a decent recovery in, recovered about 3.7%. But I didn't realise the short report came out about these guys. I was like, okay, so this is why the stock actually went down 10%. I actually went to go on the short report, and guess who it is? Our good friends at the Wolfpack, who were attacking EHang only a few weeks ago. So I didn't even read the short report because I thought, right, we know these guys just talk a load of rubbish, and the reports are normally terrible, so I'm not even going to read it because it's probably going to be all false, because from what we found out about the EHang, it was just a terrible short report. And I generally, I'm so amazed. Like, I don't know what the SEC are doing. Like, they just kind of don't seem to be doing anything about this, but I don't know how these guys are still able to do these sort of things and get away with it. But hey, you know, there we are. They are still out there putting a load of lies out. And the thing that always gets me about these guys is like, oh, we're for the retail investors. We don't like seeing the retail investors get hurt. And then these are the guys that putting all these lies out to hurt retail investors. And the other thing that really made me laugh as well, because I don't think this is like well known, but basically because Skills are actually reporting earnings on tomorrow, so basically when you're actually coming up to report earnings, you're not allowed to put that many press releases out because it's like the SEC, and you might be, you know, moving the share price, putting information out that you shouldn't be putting out, basically, and because of that, and Wolfpack putting out this report now, Skills can't actually publicly respond to what Wolfpack's report is right now because they've got earnings, and Wolfpack know this, and they've just done it like so tactically like that, just like how Wolfpack brought the previous report out when it was Chinese New Year, for example. Yeah, so it's just honestly like I'm trying to think of words that wouldn't get me demonetized from YouTube, but they are very the lowest of the lowest, the low that I can't even say that right. They are it's the dark side of the stock market, let's put it that way. I'm struggling to think of something on the spot and also think of something that's appropriate, so we're just going to leave that there. But yeah, we're going to go on next onto EHang, funny enough, which was the previous short report of Wolfpack. And EHang actually had a very good day. They were up 31%. So yeah, I mean, I think it was just beaten down from that. So it's good to see this one put a little bit of a recovery play in. They actually came out with some positive news saying they've developed, well, they're going to come out with some more news about this, but they are, I think it was kind of leaked that they have developed a drone that has the ability, I think it was to go like 230 miles or something like that, which is insane. So it'd be interesting to see where we go from there. And that's what I mean about EHang. You know, EHang's just a company I've invested in, lock away for 5 years. These guys are ahead of the game, you know, and see where they go in 5 years. I mean, I might lose all my money. At the same time, if this sector does kick off and these guys are the number one player, which they are right now, the share price is really going to benefit from that, and that's where I'm at with EHang. And just the last thing to let you know about or remember, Tattoo Chef earnings are coming up tomorrow, so do not forget that. I'm sure it's going to be a busy day with Skills and Skills and Tattoo Chef bring their earnings out. But yeah, it'll be a very interesting day with them too. I'm probably definitely going to make a video on one of them, maybe even both of them. But yeah, Tattoo Chef will be very interesting to see if any of these partnerships have developed, if there's any new clients coming in, how well the target's still going. Obviously, we already kind of know earnings were strong because they brought them out early. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Tattoo Chef tomorrow on their earnings anyway. But yeah, I thought I'd just do that mini update about the stock market, because it would be unfair just to always post when the stock market's going down, but when the stock market, or especially the tech stocks, put in a decent stock market day like that, I thought it'd be fair to talk about some of these points as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, smash the like button. If you are new, subscribe. Tomorrow I am going to be doing the free UK stocks to buy March 2021 edition, so keep an eye out for that one as well. But until then, I'll see you on the next video.